Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to episode 11 of Let's Play the Riftbreaker. Last time we left off, I believe we finished the uranium handling, or maybe not quite. No, we did do. We finished. Yes, we finished gathering the samples, so don't need that anymore. What we can do now is go to the tanzanite concentration, because I suspect once that research is finished with the uranium, we'll be able to find the main uranium outpost, which will be the one that's quite high threat, but there'll be loads of uranium for us. But we'll get tanzanite for now. Yes, we don't need an outpost in that location. Worst comes to the worst, I've messed up in terms of which ones should be outposted and which ones should not, and I can save scum. I doubt it'll get to that, and to be honest, as long as you get the main outposts, it doesn't really matter. It's more of an efficiency thing to get the other. You're allowed 8 outposts, and there are 4 different biomes. You can have 4 quote-unquote irregular outposts that aren't designed to be outposts, but work really well, and you can do cool things with them.
Just successful. This area is very rich in tanzanite. My scans have indicated 2 especially large condensations nearby. I have marked their locations on our mini-map.
Please be close.
Interesting. We've actually found an oasis in this desert. It looks like one of those condensations is around a pool of liquid. We have to see this.
Actually, out of interest, what threat is this? Yeah, it's no. I'm still in the tropical zone there. Threat medium, yeah.
Yes, that is odd indeed. The second location appears to be a bit more standard. It is a large tanzanite deposit hidden underground. It is spread out in a larger radius.
Okay, we'll analyze it with the geoscanner as soon as we get there. New blueprints are available for crafting.
The technology queue is idle. Select new tech.
Right.
Research completed.
So we've got the uranium there. Do we need liquid handling? It's probably best to get the liquid handling now. Is that the decompressor? No, these are all the standard water filtering ones. The decompressor stuff is here, maybe? No, there it is. There's liquid compression. Yeah, we'll get level 2 of that particular liquid. Alien technology, we don't need that. And we can get a nuclear mine now that we're nearly to the point where we're going to run out of research, actually. Might as well get some of those on the go.
For development.
So we need to work our way. Interesting. It looks as if, I think I remember talking about this in an earlier episode, where you have to find an oasis and an area to plant things in, and it looks as if I love that rocket launcher setup where it's just sequentially launching them. That is such an awesome weapon. We shall swing our way around here. This could end bad. There we go, just get out of the way of that fire. Use the old Fist of Fury. So we are going to have an oasis in one area and a area for the harvesters in the other area, so we're going to have to stretch across there, which isn't brilliant, but it's not too bad. Hopefully we can do it quite quick, and there's not many rock faces getting in our way either, so I'm hoping for it to be fairly painless. There are some tricks to making it easier, so one of them is if you set radar down. Ooh. Risky. Yeah, so if you set radar down, enemies will need to be careful here. Enemies will never respawn. So when it comes to building across here, if I build a pipeline across there and I put radar towers around. So long as I take out all the enemies that the radar tower can see, nothing will ever spawn inside those radar circles again, the perimeter that the radar towers make. You can still get things outside of it charge you, but that's quite rare. You need to go outside of that circle and then they need to follow you to those areas. And the reason that's effective is that invisible one still trying to get. I'm trying to see what. Okay, that's those doors. So we may be using that particular strategy. This doesn't look like the Oasis. This looks like, oh no, not these guys again. Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. That, I should not be getting that close to these kinds of enemies with just power fists.
There's a dense dust storm visible on the horizon.
And nice, that was quite a collection of.
And dust is getting everywhere. I hate dust storms. Wow.
There is no oasis here.
This is an actual oasis. It looks stunning. These cacti are growing like crazy near this pond.
They contain a lot of tanzanite. We can harvest them to gather the resource, as well as research samples.
So the underground tanzanite deposit is going to be here, I suspect. Well, no, let me actually. I will do this one just in case. Is that going to be? Yeah, that's. I think I do have to go to the other point as well, so it knows where I grow things, where I have to grow things. So this is going to be a particularly long mission. This is either going to be split into 2 videos, or it's going to be just a scraped by half-an-hour video, maybe. We'll see how fast I can do this. However, it's quite tricky. The enemies are getting tougher now, and I suspect it will have to be divided into 2 videos. We're in the mid-game now, not the end game, mid-game. And things get a little tricky. In actual fact, the trickiest part of all this is getting through this cavern system.
I can see everything again.
Yay!
This doesn't happen again too soon.
So yeah, getting through here is actually going to be the trickier bit of all this. Not the fact of the distance. I mean, the distance doesn't help that. It's not good. In fact, that is piss poor. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of this retreating and moving, kiting enemies and getting everything sorted. And this is why I suspect it will probably take a reasonable amount of time to get this one all done and dusted.
New technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
Goody, goody, goody. Where are we? We are nowhere near still. And so many of these guys. Nope. I'm about to die because I pressed the wrong button. Stupid way to die. Go on, attack the Ah, damn it, I accidentally attacked it. I mean, you can power fist these, but just gotta be careful and back off whenever you can. Right, let's hopefully on the 3rd go be able to get further than just about an inch on the screen without the next set of those enemies coming to get us. There's quite a lot of those, which, what are they called? I'm trying to remember what those ones are called. Bastards is what I call them. Yeah, Zorants, it's those kinds of things, isn't it? I think there's another type. I've been seeing 2 types. Oh, it might be the same one, but there you go. Yeah, they're just different. Yeah, Zorant Alphas. Bastard. Oh no, that's fine. We can deal with those. They're slow. They're easy. the other ones are long range and actually shoot us and can cause quite a bit of damage. Why is there a... Oh, okay, it's just that's where I need to go. I hope it's not suggesting that I have to go there to get anything done, because I was under the impression that I'd have to go to both of these. Well, run out of ammo. That's not the greatest of times to run out of ammo. I'm always getting onto red energy in the end. Red health, not red energy. It's always through the skin of the teeth. Not more. Thing is, I've built more armor. I'm not sure why oh, I am screwed. I am absolutely screwed.
Dangerous sun activity. Ashley, there is no protected atmosphere over this desert. We're going to sustain damage.
Oh no. No. Yeah, this is
The sun is burning our armor and structures.
oh, where is shade? Where is shade? I must be able to find shade somewhere. Can I? Right, we're just gonna hold out for here. This has become an extremely frustrating episode. It is what it is, I guess. That normal difficulty is finally starting to show itself. So I'm hoping that when we get to the middle here, there we go, we fix this particular... We get to this particular point. Here it is. Yes, so that is what we had to do. There is. There we go.
These cacti clearly like to grow in this place. They condense the tanzanite from the soil during their growth process. Unfortunately, these ones are too small to harvest any meaningful quantities of the resource. Mr. Riggs, I think I know how we can extract the underground tanzanite deposit. We can use the water from the oasis to power a cultivator. If we can build a pipeline from the oasis to the underground deposit...
Yeah. Oh, if we just build a simple pipeline, guys.
These plants will extract the tanzanite for us.
Good thinking, Ashley. The pipeline is going to be long, but it will work if we can put it together.
Yeah.
The mushbit colonies in the area will not make this easy.
They will not, no. Right. Time to get to work.
New technologies are available for development.
New technologies can be researched. Close all of those down. So there's not much to research because we've done it all. We'll research those because... Why not? 20 minutes. Wow, that's a long time to research. But at least I can use it as a kind of timer as to whether to stop the episode or not. I believe I'm about 10 minutes in, so I can probably do that entire research and be fine. What we need to do is get a liquid pump. And then we also need to get some energy, and the wind energy here is dreadful, so we are going to be focusing entirely on solar, and at night time it's going to disappear, so we're going to have massive battery systems. So in the end we're going to over-engineer this quite a bit, but that's okay. It's one of those things. Extra stable floor. Get rid of all of that. We will then put the storage units down, and we'll put them there. And we're going to be building a lot of these because we're not going to have large amounts of energy. being produced all the time. So we need to rely on those batteries. So this essentially needs to just keep going all the way along.
You've placed this structure on quicksand. It is going to slowly sink into the sand. We should place extra stable floor tiles over quicksand to prevent sinking.
Yeah, and that is exactly what I will do. So we might as well move along here and just get all of this set up. What's that? Is that a mush bit? No, it's not. It is Stegoros. Okay. So we can't leave this area, so we're not going to outpost this, but we can't leave this area until we've finished. Oh, I can get that later, because otherwise all of this will be lost. So what we need to do is we just need to get a pipeline that goes all the way there. We could be sneaky. Actually, we can't be sneaky. I was going to say we could be sneaky and just try and chance our luck and build as much as we can, essentially, and wait until the enemies come. And just kind of play it by ear. But when you finally do build this area with cultivators, you get massive wave attacks, and certain areas of the pipe will just start getting attacked again, so that won't work. I've also just realised that we're making mud instead of water, but that's fine, we can transport mud. We've completely run out of energy because we're not making anything. It might be beneficial actually to have just some wind, even though it's not brilliant because we're at... But at least at night we're going to have some kind of energy being produced and we can start stocking our batteries. And you know what, I'm not going to build anything extra until those batteries have stored quite a lot, because if I start trying to put AI hubs down and things like that, it's going to just swamp the energy system and the batteries will always be low. We want the batteries to charge before we try anything. So we're using a hell of a lot of carbonium here. But it is what it is. So yeah, this mission is, I remember when I had to do this first, and my first mission, the Oasis was down here, and the Tanzanite was here. So the distance between these two is about half by the looks of it, so that's scalable. I have had some times where they're pretty much on top of each other, which has always been a bit of a good laugh.
The atmosphere is clearing up. Base operation is returning back.
And we'll put this back to there. That goes down there. No. These little buggy wuggies are getting in my way. We'll just keep going along here. And then we'll put down some more extra stable flooring again. And there, and there. How much carbonium do I have? 8,000, 5,000 even out of 8,000. Nice. So let's consider how much energy that we're going to get. And what we need to do from there. So we've got this amount done at least. And what we need to do is encapsulate our base so that it is protected. This is definitely going to be 2 episodes, because we're already at a particular time there. So we're going to walk around here a bit and just see what we get. See what threats are around. And clear out anything that is going to be in our way. The easiest way to do that is to build a radar tower. And we can find that. Wow, it becomes very difficult once you start building loads of stuff. No time like the present, we will build it. It looks like I could have fit it in that little alcove bit, but apparently not. That's fine. I'll just build it there. And I'm just going to have a little walk around the oasis, because essentially we have to protect this, so there's an argument to be made here that we can just build walls across the entire circular area of that mud. Which we might do. Might over-engineer it as much as we can. There's no point in mining any ironium or carbonium. We're not going to be here for long. And also, it just uses up a lot of energy. Our main areas are making plenty of carbonium and ironium. The reason that that is 0 isn't because we're not producing any, it's just that we are at max capacity and it doesn't need. So, there we go. Excellent. In theory, if we get rid of every single one of these red dots, none of them will come after us. And that's precisely what we're going to do, and I need that because these are the Stegoros. And these will be the tricky ones, but there's only 3 of them. Oh no, there's more than that, there's more than that, there's more than that. Run away, run away. Nice. I must say I'm very pleased with that shot that I made. What the actual... Okay, it's just that. I thought it was a... I was going to say I've never heard an enemy make that noise before. There's so many of them. So we'll see what we can do with the flamethrower here. I'm hoping that I can at least get some of these killed. Yeah, it's going to be one of those kinds of episodes. Get loads of biomass here. Lovely, 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 lovely. So we've done our perimeter. Let's... We don't want to lock ourselves in too much, but we do want to protect ourselves. So we'll put that there. And we'll start going around here a bit. And around here. And we're essentially just making the base as amenable as possible. We just don't want things getting in when we don't want them getting in. Like you. There we go. There seems to be a gap there. Why is that gap there? Stupid little bug. Bit overkill. I forgot that I had the rocket launchers there. I thought I still had the power fists. Damn things getting in the way. Right. So. We'll circle this landscape. Or square the landscape even. And that way we can get towers along the edge if ever we need them. And we can protect ourselves. And then we'll just build that the pipeline as far as we can. What we don't want to do is over-engineer to the point where we're overusing resources, and that can be difficult to assess at times, I must admit. Let's just bring that in a bit. Looks like it's going to be about there. Not quite, but that's fine. There we go. I usually would get frustrated with that kind of look, but it's fine because we are not going to be doing this on any permanent basis. It's just for temporary solutions. So there we go, loads of mud. And then we can transport all that along And what we can do is put these across here so that we've always got a power supply near the pipeline. And then we can put these across there. So we'll have one there. And then we'll have one there. We'll have one there. And we shall have one here. And we'll have one inside the base as well. It's probably a sensible thing to do. There we go. And that will need hooking up. So I really hope that those batteries can be charged. Yep, they are being charged, but it looks as if there was something strange going on there. But it's being charged now, so that's good. Those wind turbines are just about keeping things positive, which is fantastic. It means that all of these things are running naturally.
I'm detecting an intense ion storm coming our way. Due to a recent coronal mass ejection on Galaxia's sun, it may disable some of our equipment.
Well, there we go. These are all going to start getting attacked from that. Now, the cheeky thing I might do is... Hang on, I need to build radar
The ion
towers.
storm has started. All sensors are down. A lot of our equipment has been disabled. We have
That
to wait until the
is
storm
not good.
passes.
No, I don't want to build a radar there quite yet. What I will do is just build along here a bit. Trying to think if I have to go down. I think I do have to go down a bit. I do not really want to be building anywhere near enemies like that. Luckily they're reasonably neutral until you hit them, those ones, so I'm hoping to get away with those ones. Let's just build along
The
here.
number of charged particles has drastically decreased. Equipment functioning is returning back to normal.
Good. Okay. So yeah, we can do that there, and what's happening there? There's an energy problem there. Not sure why. So it's saying locals. Ah, it's separated. There we go. If we connect that, it should then get to the batteries. One hopes. Nope. That is particularly strange. Maybe if I connect all of it up there. Well, it must be disconnected elsewhere then, because, yeah, that's where it is, disconnected. Now, they should all start working once those are built, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. We're on. Everything's starting to work. There are a few things quite close to these pipes, but I'm hoping if they're at a particular distance that they will just be left alone. We will build a few towers just along these areas. Just to be a bit on the cautious side. But overall, we're gonna try and chance it, because why not? And by chancing it, what I mean is we can use liquid materials. So first of all, no, wait. Let's filter this. So it's going to produce 50 water, and it uses 100 a second mud. And if I'm not mistaken, the amount of mud coming through here is 100 per second. Fantastic. So we will then get water coming out of here, which is brilliant. But what we can do is store it for quite some ridiculous amount of time. Plop it out here and have harvesters and cultivators do the work. And what we can do, in theory, is have it so that it stores so much water, because I think you have to produce a certain amount of tanzanite, essentially, if I remember correctly. And if we have enough water stored, we don't have to worry about any of that stuff going down, so long as we've got... And you know what, I might as well just overdo it. So long as we've got this base protected, and we always get water and it's always producing tanzanite, we're a go-go. We are a go-go. So what we can do here is also start to build some solar panels. Probably shouldn't have done them that close actually, because I need to put the cultivators there. You silly goose. Right, so I'll put them down here. And I'll also put some storage along here as well. And then we can start so we can't go beyond the parameter anyway. So what we can do is just go along there, come along here, not too far along there unfortunately, along there, along there, there we go. And along there. And job done. We don't need too many harvesters or cultivators. We don't want to make this more complicated than it has to be. We are growing a large amount of energy. I'm going to get a few more batteries. I say a few more, a lot more batteries, just to absolutely overkill what we need. Because then that way we're good to go, and we can just hunker down in this base and not worry about anything else. Is that produce? Yes. Okay, good, fantastic. 18,200. So I think a cultivator uses 100 per second. Let's quickly check. It won't be there, is it here? Water filtering plant, gas filtering plant. Harvester uses 100 per second of energy, 100 per second. So we will have one cultivator and we'll have 2 to 3 harvesters so that we can harvest the plants. I think it is roughly that ratio. It's approximately that. And the reason for all these batteries is I highly suspect that by the time we start this mission, that is going to get killed and we're going to start to see problems, and I want to make sure that we then have power this side of the base that works for everything else, because if that falls over we've got a big problem. And what we need to build now is some AI hubs. First thing, before I forget anything, I need to put one of these down, because I need to be able to come here at any point in time anything goes really wrong. And we'll get 4. I think 16 towers should be good enough. And we need to be careful here, because as soon as we put the cultivator down, it's go time. So we really need to want to start at the point that we're happy. So we're going to wait until we've
technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
Definitely got all of the battery power that we need. I forgot to build down here. I'm not sure if they come from that side, but we won't risk it. And we'll build a door here actually, because I see some enemies over yonder that I should probably just take out now, just to be cautious. There we go. Let's get them. Right. Let's build that cultivator. In fact, we'll do that next episode. So, we'll call it a day for here. That was quite a strange episode. I was quite in the zone and I wasn't talking as much. Apologies. I wasn't explaining what I was doing. I was really having to think there. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. And I shall see you soon. Thank you and goodbye.